What's up, guys? It is Steps here, and today's my 19th birthday. Yeah, I'm surprised I lived this long. And yes, I am 19, not 13, as you might think by my voice. And for this day, I just wanted to make a little AMA and see what you guys, which questions you had for me. So thank you to everyone who gave me their very interesting and very fun questions. So let's get into it, and I'll tell you more about what's to come from my channel at the end of the video. Okay. What do you think about Rev? I wonder who posted that. Rev, I think of him pretty nicely. When I joined the community, me and Rev had like a friendly rivalry, I'd say. Friendly, yeah. I think he still has a very funny screenshot of what I said in main chat. But yes, we used to be more rivals, but at this point we're on the same creator team, and I love Rev. Yes, I like you, Rev. Do you like pineapple on pizza? No, I do not. I despise pineapple on pizza. Do you like bananas on pizza? I've never tried it, so I can't really say, but it sounds disgusting in concept. Do you like thick or thin crust? I prefer thin crust. Do you like American or Italian crust from Domino's? We the Domino's here don't really have American or Italian crusts, but if I had to choose one, the Italian sounds better, but ultimately the best is just stuffed crust. What is your favorite pizza? My favorite pizza is just definitely the pepperoni. Just classic, good, well-rounded pepperoni. Are there pizzas in Russia? Yes, there are. I mean, I think a better question would be, is there a Domino's in Russia? And that would be yes, there is, but their business is failing because we have our own pizza, a chain called Dodo Pizza, and it's miles better and it's even cheaper. So, yes, we do have pizzas. Why did you kidnap me on June 3rd, 2007? I was about 18 months at the time. About 18 months, yeah. And, due to popular belief, we all gain conscious at the age of 4, so I cannot tell you, unfortunately, because I do not remember. Likely because you are annoying, TCU, because you are TCU. Coffee, energy drinks, or neither? I mean, genuinely, I'd prefer neither because caffeine does not work on me. I have, I won't say immunity, but basically caffeine does not have an effect on me. And I don't really like the taste of sugary energy drinks, nor do I like the taste of coffee. But if I had to choose, I'd prefer coffee any day of the week. What would you rate Veil on a 1 to 10 scale? I'd say it's a solid 8 out of 10, honestly. It's not a bad game at all, but there are definitely some gaps that need to be filled. Because at this point, there's a bunch of stuff coming, which is really good, but that won't basically change what the game is, because again, there are gaps in what the game is already, and I'd like them to see XLab to fix those mistakes before giving us something new. But currently 8 out of 10. It's definitely not a bad game, but it's not perfect. Not at all. How much alcohol do you drink in a day? On a regular week, maybe 2 to 3 bottles of Corona. Well, not a lot. Very small amount even, and only then on Fridays and the weekends. But if I'm on holiday with my parents and I use their budget for alcohol, then every day two bottles of beer. Love it. What is the full Cheeto Man story? So basically, I have a lot of you probably don't know this, but there's this alter ego type character called Cheeto Man, and it basically his fame was very short lived, unfortunately. But the story is that I had a bag of Cheetos, and I'm like, what if I wore this? Genuinely, that was just it. I was like, that would be funny. And I did. And it was kind of funny because A lot of people found it funny, but at the same time, a lot of people thought it was for attention, which it kind of was. I do a lot of things for attention, but yes, just I saw a bag of Cheetos. And I'm like, huh, it would be funny if I wore that. Do you cook, go out to eat, or order online? I don't really cook a lot. You see, when you're a student, at first, probably in the first year, you always get a lot of freedom, and you never like cook because, oh, I'm just gonna go out to eat, get McDonald's, and that's basically my situation right now. I eat a bunch of fast food because I'm a student. I live in a dormitory. I have a bunch of freedom, but I've started cooking more and more. Well, compared to the first semester, I'm on my second now. So yeah, I'd say I go out to eat more compared to ordering or cooking. Do you still exist? You haven't posted in months. I do. I think this video has proved that I do exist. The issue is I don't think a lot of people realize how truly busy I am. I understand that a lot of people rely on my content to have a good laugh off of Veil. But the thing is that, again, you cannot believe me how truly busy I've been with stuff. But my midterms are coming up about in 2 days, I think. Yes, in 2 days. My midterms are coming up. I'll be done with them, and if depending on my availability, I think I can start doing like a week or two of daily uploads for my short content. So yes, been very busy. You cannot believe me how busy I've been. Like maybe 1 to 2 hours of daily freedom to do anything. But again, at the same time, 1 to 2 hours I spend them on more meaningful things, practicing guitar, going to gym, whatever. Tell us the address, little bro. 308 Negro Arroyo Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Come here, fight me. How cold is it? It is quite cold. Cold enough for me to get sick. Why is your name Steps? It's quite a long story, honestly. Very long story, actually. But in order to make it very quick, I had this very weird kid at school. His name was Stepan. Stepan really had an obsession with crabs, to the point where he allegedly had a plush crab which he liked to do freaky things with. So in his honor, I named myself Stepan Krabik, which is still my main name outside of Vale. But when it came to being a part of Poise, I was like, Poise Stepan Krabik sounds kind of weird, so just Poise Steps. Steps was probably the best option there, and it kind of stuck. Yeah. What are your favorite chips? I'd assume chips are the Lay's or Pringles kind. Honestly, if I had to choose, my favorite are Doritos. I'm addicted to them. But I mean, if you classified Takis as chips, then yeah, I also love Takis. But if you wouldn't say that, but let's say that Doritos and Takis aren't, and I'd say my next choice after those two would probably just be Pringles. I love Pringles. Lay's aren't bad, but again, they're something you would get at like a family function, or go to your cousin's house and then just find a big bag of Lay's and you eat it. How did you find out about VR? I found out about VR when my mother took me to a VR place in my home city, and I had fun. But genuinely, I found out from just watching Let's Plays back when it was still cool, like 2017, 2016, when Let's Plays were still very prominent, especially Russian ones. I love to watch them, and they played VR a lot on the Vive. And I really tried to get into VR when I found out about the Quest releasing. I got a Quest 2 about a year after it released, and since then I've been a lot in VR. How did you find about Veil? It was actually a very uninteresting story. I was in my room, bored, and I wanted a new game for VR. I was like looking through shooters. I'm like, what's this Veil thing? I had money to spare, bought it. Rest is history. What is your go-to meal at McDonald's? It's a pretty fatty meal. I'm a person, if I eat a lot. So my go-to meal is a quarter pounder, double quarter pounder with cheese, extra cheese if possible, the maximum amount of cheese they allow me. Bacon if possible as well. A large Diet Coke. If I'm feeling extra hungry, I just get a normal one. Some and large fries. If I'm like extremely hungry, like to the point where I'm starving, I'd get some chicken strips and even maybe a ice cream. Yes, see, a pretty fatty meal. Do you like Burger King? I don't like it, but I don't hate it. Like if I had to, I'd never choose it over such things as KFC or McDonald's. But like if I was starving, I'd go for Burger King. Sure. What is your favorite fruit? My favorite fruit, I do enjoy bananas. I do enjoy apples. Very classic choices. But actually, my favorite is dragon fruit. I think it's because I was raised in China. And dragon fruit was in abundance there, and I loved it. What is the coolest place you have been to? Ooh, coolest place? I've visited a lot. I'm I'm very lucky to have a family who likes to travel, has the funds to travel. The coolest place, honestly, I couldn't tell you. There's just so many. Out of the prominent ones, I've been to the Grand Canyon, I've been to the Maldives, and I've been to a lot of European cities and saw the wonders of those European cities. So yeah, a lot of cool places. Finally, what is the coldest it has been where you live? Minus 42 degrees Celsius. I don't know what's that in Fahrenheit. I'll put it down below. So yep, that's it. Thank you guys for your support, for your undying support. I'm basically nothing without you guys. And yes, as I said, been really busy. And I hope that as soon as my midterms are over, I'll get some free time to start possibly making daily uploads. And yes, again, thank you all. I'm gonna go have a good birthday now.